Hey guys, it's Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and we're going to do sticks on the porch. And I'm going to start doing this with the pick-a-stick challenges that are going around, on YouTube. I need to try to remember to keep my paper here. I have the camera off to my right, so you're going to see me working on this page. And the reason I did it like that is I generally turn everything at an angle. And last night Lisa did one, and I told her I wanted the prompts and I was going to work them in reverse. But I changed my mind. I'm going to work them exactly as she had done. So I printed off her prompts, and I've got all... The advantage I have is I have all of the prompts up front. So the first prompt is add a building. Second one is use 3 colors. 3, use fabric. 4, use blue. 5, glue something. 6, use a charcoal pencil. 7, use black. 8, use a napkin. 9, use turquoise, and then punch holes in something. So I've tried to get all of these, and I've got them on a tray to my right. So the first one was add a building. So I had to go looking in my magazines because I didn't have any buildings chopped out. Can you believe that? And this is from a before and after on Better Homes and Gardens, and it's a pretty big picture. So I think what I will do is try to, I don't want to cut too much off here. Just going to cut what I can here. I could, I guess, use the little house, the before picture, but this is my idea. It didn't say you had to leave the building in one piece. So I thought, I didn't bring a bag for trash, but hopefully this won't blow too far here on the porch. Yeah, we're out on the porch here at the cottage, so you'll hear birds and traffic and stuff. So what I was thinking is I would cut it into thirds this way, and then cut those thirds in half. And then I'll just attach these down onto my page. So I've got some Mod Podge for paper. I don't have a heat gun with me, so we'll see how long it takes for stuff to set up, because I don't want to take a real long time working on this, because I just want it to be a quick video to share. Brought my glue brush out. I just got to get paper towel. I tried to get everything I'd need and brought it out here. So I'll just put this down on here. Pick up a piece and plop it down. I didn't glue a big enough area, it seems. And little Spot is here with me. He's listening to me, glaring at me because he's trying to take a nap on the porch. He pretty much stays here on the porch. He doesn't really go too far away. I guess I'm just going to have to get him neutered and say he's one of mine. So he's decided to keep me, and that I need to keep him too. So I hope this is okay with you, Lisa. I'm putting a different spin on your prompts. Because it didn't say the building had to be left in one piece, did it? And I got one more. It's a little warm out here today. Alright, so I added a building. I don't think it'll take long for this to set up either. Alright. Oh, you know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring my my scraper, so I'll have to use a sponge to put the colors down. Then, because I know I'm going to use black, turquoise, and blue later, I picked out 3 different colors. I have red, orange, and yellow. Those are going to be my 3 colors I start with. And I'll just put a little bit here and there. And I know that that Mod Podge isn't completely dry, but I'm just going to work through this quickly as I can. There's a nice breeze blowing across. It's just a really pretty day. Can you hear the frog? And these are a little damp too, so. I'm working on a little stand that Adele had here. It folds at different angles and stuff, and I just have it set straight up so I could use it like this. A big old tractor trailer coming down this little narrow street. That's crazy. Alright. I was going to do it in reverse just to show how if you have your prompts and you want to work them in reverse, you'll get a totally different effect. But then I said, no, I'm going to do it exactly as Lisa worked it, and we'll see what I get. And I also wrote down, she did 2 of these last night, and I wrote down the other one, but I think I'm only going to do 1 for right now. And I know Cindy's got hers Pick-a-Sticks up, and Shell put some up at Shell C. So there's plenty of Pick-a-Sticks out there if you want to join in and, you know, with the fun of it all. This might not keep my pieces stuck down because I'm adding moisture on top of the glue, but we'll see. If it starts to come up, I'll stick it down again. I'm just going to drop that sponge down in. Alright, so that's 3 colors. Then it says use fabric. And I just grabbed some fabric. Here I've got some yellow, some green, and some with the butterflies. But I'm thinking this will go pretty good with it, and maybe a piece of the green. And I'll just glue some pieces of it down. And there goes a dump truck. Oh boy. Now, I should have probably brought matte medium out here, but I didn't. So I'm just going to cut some rectangles of this. And I'm going to leave this in real time so you see how I worked on it and how much time I took. I might just use, oh, that Mod Podge is not going to hold this. I have the mono glue here with me. I'll just use it a little of it. Hopefully I've got enough out here to do this. I don't know though, there's not much left in here. Alright, I'm going to let y'all enjoy nature, and I'm going to go get some matte medium. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second. Enjoy the nature on the porch. That gave that paper time to dry a little bit. That's coming up a little bit right there. It'll be alright. I'll put a piece of fabric over it. So we'll just put down our squares of fabric. School bus number 1. But I thought I might divide this up into some different sections and have a section for Lisa at My Eclectic Life, and then have a section for Cindy Utter, and maybe a section for Shell C, and a section for Pink Poodle Crafts, and just do the picks that they do each week or month or whatever. I think Cindy only does them once a month, and I'm not sure what Lisa's planning to do, but I thought this could be fun. I'm sitting at a funny angle to do this, but I guess it'll be alright. I was going to do her other ones, but I don't have some of the stuff she used. I would have to substitute. I don't have any of those awesome like brush-os and things like that. I still might do it, but I'll have to substitute it. I have some of the, what are they, sparkling H2Os or something? I have those I could use. Because you can substitute if you don't have it. I think the whole key is to try to use the supplies you have on hand as much as possible too. I know not everybody has the same supplies as everybody else and shouldn't really strive to have everything. Use what you have. Find a way to make something happy and fun with it. I'm going to go ahead and use every bit of this fabric here. Maybe overlap it a little bit onto that green and this other yellow piece. And that way I can say I definitely used the fabric. Alright. Stick that back in the water and close the matte medium. Might let that dry for a second. Double check the camera, make sure I'm still on. The next prompt is use blue. And I know I'm working fast, but that's because I want to. So I have a true blue here, and I grabbed some stencils out of the house. I think I'm going to continue the kind of square theme for right now. I have these little squares. We'll let that dry a minute. Make sure you guys are still recording. I wish I had a camera that showed the screen. Alright. I felt bad for Lisa because she kept pulling things where she'd cover up something that was working really pretty on her second one that she did last night. I was like, oh no. Oh, and I'm using, like Cindy Utter had recommended, I haven't cut these in half. I could. In fact, I could cut a set of them in half because when you buy a package of these at the Dollar Tree, you get 2. So I actually bought 4 So I could cut one in half and have it for smaller journals. And this is just a mixed media journal that I had on hand that I said I'm going to stick that aside for just strictly pick tens or mixed media mashup or whatever. The only thing I didn't think about is some place to put a little paint, but I guess it's good this is big because I think I can put just a little bit out on that and work from there. We'll see how well it works. I'll just put some blue squares on here. Going over the fabric as well as the pictures. And it does kind of bounce because the table is bouncy. Uh-oh, that's coming up a little bit. I guess maybe I'm trying to go too fast. So the add blue was number 4. We still have 6 more things to add to this. So you don't want to get too crazy, I don't guess. I'm really liking the blue on there. Maybe add a little bit on this corner. I think these pick 10s would be fun to do with kids. You know, but do it with supplies that a child would have. Like, use your crayons to draw a circle, or, you know, some inexpensive craft paints. It could be a lot of fun. All right. Maybe I will use all that blue up. Maybe do some here in the middle. I would love to do a live from the porch in the early mornings, but I'm afraid Scott would still be disturbed by it because the bedroom wall is to the outside. Alright, I'm just sticking that down in water. I didn't bring wipes or anything, so I'll have to clean that stencil up best I can when I get done. So we'll just flop along here. Now it's saying glue something. Glue something. Well, I glued the fabric down, but I also brought out this piece of purple. This is some of that Korean paper I bought yesterday, so I might just take and glue some of it down. This is going to be one multicolored thing, isn't it? And I know you're all saying, you're putting too much, that's crazy. I probably won't use all of these strips. I'm just gonna, since this is paper, I'm gonna put it down with the Mod Podge and hope this all sticks down, because I'm using, you know, different mediums here to glue stuff down. We will see how it does. So let's just put this purple on here. Like so. I'm gluing something down. I'll trim off the edges. I'm going to use just 3 strips of this, and the rest I'll take back in the house. Alright, so that glued something down. Take these back in and I'll use them on another project. Oh, I know. I had also, should have kept my brush out. I had actually brought out my tin of previously punched stuff. I might add some flowers on here. See what happens. I'm not afraid of adding too much. I know there's more coming that we can hide anything we don't like later. I just like the idea of using some of this stuff I've had punched out for a while too. And here comes Callie. Do not jump up on here, Bubby. She's looking at all my stuff like I did not authorize this. This has not been authorized by any of us cats. None of us have authorized this. Well, that flower's wanting to stick up, but we have other things coming that'll hold it down. I'll put a flower right here. Little yellow flower. I'm just grabbing. I'm not picking any particular kind of flower out or what. Don't be mean to the little one. He's sleeping. Just leave him alone. She's acting like she wants to go kick the other cat's fanny. Because he's not one of my brothers. She's kind of bossy that way. Alright, so I glued something down. I might slide my purple strips in that container so they don't blow away. Alright. I have glued something down. Now it says use a charcoal pencil, but you know what? I think I'm going to wait just a second and let this dry a little. So there it is so far. Looks like a mess, doesn't it? Come on, dry. It's pretty warm out here. Charcoal pencil. Pencil, soft, 4B, charcoal. I might just go around. It doesn't want to write on top of the fabric, but that's okay. And some of this is still wet, and it's not wanting to do that either. So we'll just add a bit here and there. charcoal pencil. No, 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 no. Callie, don't be ugly. Don't be ugly. You can share your space. Thought y'all were gonna hear a cat fight for sure. Sorry, baby, you can share. She said, I'll leave before I share. He's laying where she wanted to go, I think. So there, I've used charcoal pencil. It didn't say how or how much. So I used charcoal pencil. Now it says use black. Use black. So I've used these two. So we need to use another stencil and use black. Let's do, I'm going to use this here. It's a Tim Holtz grungy dot thing. And I'm just going to stick some black dots here and there. I wish I'd brought out one more sponge, but I can squeeze one dry as good as I can over the rail here. Rinsing it off in my little teeny cup of water. We'll see what we get here. All right. So let's put some black dots on. And this sponge is really still kind of wet, so. See, I'm not even worrying about covering up the house. It's still there. It's just, it's in little bits as it is to begin with. Next time I'll have to figure out a way to bring a heat gun out here, I think. I don't know if I can get any more black up from there. A little bit, drop more. There we go. Okay. We'll call that good enough. There's another stencil that's going to take a while to soak. Alright, so I used black. Alright, now it's saying use a napkin. There's going to be some, it's good this is a mixed media notebook. I had some of this napkin here that's got writing on it and flowers that was already torn up, and I said I'm going to use that. So I'm going to put that on here. I'm going to use all of it too. Let's put that black paint on that napkin so it doesn't totally blow away. Hopefully this will stay stuck down. So this is number, we just did the use black. This is number 8. Alright, I don't know how much you guys saw or how much I lost when the camera cut out. So hopefully this part will continue and I can just finish up this page. I had started to do the turquoise on here and I noticed the camera wasn't on anymore. So sorry about that. I went ahead and let this dry a little bit more. It's still a little wet. So The stencil might stick to the page, but I want to finish up. See, it's wanting to stick. Put out. This is called Desert Turquoise. I got out way too much that time. Alright. Supposed to punch holes in something. I tell you what, I'm just going to punch a hole in the corner and I'll hang a charm from it. How about that? And I'll put an eyelet in it and hang a charm from it. But for right now, I completed this pick 10. Wow, you hear that woodpecker? Okay guys, so there's my pick 10. I'm going to just lay this open and take and put this blue in here. I can always gesso over this or just start another pick 10 on it. Alright, so there's that. There was my pick 10. Thanks for watching.